And hello, we're back. Alright. Let's just hop right back in. I kinda like the format of doing a couple death matches and then a sabotage. It seems to be about the right length for me. It gives us a good mix of things. If there's anything you would like to see different, if there are any maps I'm neglecting, please let me know. I'll try to do my best to get them in. If there's anything specific, like if you want to just see all deathmatch for a day or all sabotage at some point, oh my god, there's a live Harvester game. We are watching this, ladies and gentlemen. Heyo! I'm excited. Now I wish I was playing it, damn! But it's because I love you guys that I'm doing this for you. Oh, this is the best game mode. This is the best game mode. For those of you who have never played Harvester, which is not really that much of a stretch, it doesn't get played much, if you ever played the original Unreal Tournament, it's domination. You take either A, B, or C. By activating a little thing, it puts up a shield, and then for as long as you can hold that, you just constantly get points. If you played World of Warcraft, it's the same as a Wrathy Basin. Trying to think other games that are like this, and oh, this is some frame lag. I wonder if it looks like it might be server side a little, which disappoints me. Let's pop over, yeah. Really? There we go. Except, let's see if I can get a nice little zoom out here. You know what? I may just not have the machine to spectate Harvester. I'm really not sure. That would really disappoint me. Oh, what the hell is going on? Alright. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna power this down. I'm sorry for wasting your time on that. We'll hop into a different game mode. Because that's definitely on my end, I think. Yeah, once more people have played. The people who have hit Tier 2 so far, Hacky, are, you know, people who play a whole lot. And I think if I had been playing all the time instead of streaming, I'd probably be Tier 2, but I wouldn't be particularly far in Tier 2. I just want my Dragonfly frame so bad. I want all those wonderful, wonderful healing modes. Alright, let's hit some Moisture Farm. I don't think I've watched much of that. Not a lot of people I really recognize. Loading in, and here we go. I wonder if it is actually still waiting for players. Nope, nope, we're hitting it. What do we have for team lineups? Recon, Dread. Where are you? That's another Recon, so 3 Recon, Dread, and an NG, somehow getting work done. I mean, Moisture Farm's really open. Recons can be very powerful. There's a lot of vantage points that give you a lot of coverage. But I think that any team that is focused mostly on recons and small-scale engagements are hugely relying on the opposing team having no teamwork. Because if they get in on your team as a group, like they did right here, they're just going to wipe them. And yeah, now you have that Dread Shield to deal with that crap.
You fancy a scuffle?
Trying to avoid that, really trying to avoid the recon shots. Let's see here. Let's check WoW Bagger. Assault still, I think, will forever be the bane of recons, just because they're so mobile and so able to just burst people down. Yeah, and see, what we had was an early start for Blue Team, an early lead that they had when we jumped in. It was like 5-2. And as Red has moved in and caught up to them, and the initial advantage of, oh, we can snipe you from across the map is gone, they're pulling ahead fairly steadily. Yeah, look, see, Recon getting ganged up on. Really what I'm trying to tell you all to play is play Recon less. There are good recons, and they're perfectly valuable, but even a team of 5 amazing recon players should not all be recons.
Changing clips.
Yeah, this is reasonably one-sided. Who's doing all the work? Yeah, Wowbagger 7-2, Tilter 4-1. See Tilter's professional biotech play. He's got Healing Ball and Healing Wave. I think he's tier 2 from what I know. So I'm gonna assume that he's on the Dragonfly frame. I could be wrong though. He could still be tier 1 and just playing a very defensive recon, or excuse me, defensive biotech.
I owe you a fight.
So much healing. Yeah, now that sniper inside a room with 3 dudes, that is not a situation you want to be in. Moving on, we have Wowbagger. Now, who is that? Joe Rob 2468, who was proving to us that no matter how good your team is doing, you can still die if you dive an entire enemy team. Wowbagger running around picking off recons, doing his job, but getting picked off instead. He was kind of low on health there. We're not seeing a lot of Poison Cloud on this map, and despite the fact that there's a couple biotechs, but it doesn't really shock me. What are Reaper's skills? Yeah, he's got the same Healing Wave, Healing Ball setup right now. And that doesn't shock me simply because there's not enough closed space on Moisture Farm. Like, there's not enough tight spaces or choke points to make a Poison Cloud a particularly worthwhile ability to have slotted here. So, if you want to play Moisture Farm, for the love of God, use the healing abilities. Or something else. Triage, maybe.
Reloading.
And we have Buchkin here, running into 3 dudes. That seems to be the optimal number of dudes to run into, is 1 versus 3. We see it a lot. Lots of people have decided that is their tactic. They're going to go 1 versus 3, and if they lose, they only lose 1 death, but if they win, hey, they got 3 kills. Cool. Oh, interesting, Hacky. I don't know, I mean, I'm certainly not rushing it. I'm enjoying the game, getting a lot of abilities from my tier 1 frame. Here, I'll just pop this up real quick. Not that y'all care, this is what you're here to see, but I'm pushing for Triage right now. And I kind of pushed up to get the faster Poison Cloud, but I'm probably going to push for the Dragonfly frame and go up here. I'm trying to decide which Healing Ball I want to play around with before I advance it. Probably the plus cooldown one, because plus strength, it's really putting all your eggs in one basket, I feel, on an ability that even if you aim it perfectly, your team can still make it miss. Alright, let's move on. Alright, let's do some sabotage. Oh, one that's live 2 minutes in. Wonderful. If this goes straight to time, it'll be the perfect time to break for the second breakpoint. And if it happens to be particularly quick, we can always fill it with a deathmatch afterwards. Alright, we shouldn't be that far in, but it looks like we weren't quite at the beginning. We weren't during waiting for players because my scoreboard is at 0-0. It does that. But yeah, it looks like actually this looks like the initial push to me. It's just happening here. You have Lumbering Troll on a Dreadnought just camping right there and trolling people, I guess. And not shooting the biotech who's right in front of him. Interesting. Yeah, defense is very, very spread out right now. They're pushed out, covering a lot of different chokes. I think they're a little too far out for my taste. I don't like pushing out all the way to here, except like when DD spawns. Because if you lose a couple guys, then it just translates into a quick advantage they can try to push. I really don't like that position for an assault at all. I think you're way too far away from your intended targets, and any good players will not get hit by you, or at least not be hit for anywhere near your full force. What are we doing for team lineups here? 1, 2 recons on offense, maybe more. I don't know. I really wish this whole dropping me back in here bug would stop happening. It's incredibly annoying. Nice little group of kills coming for offense, so they could, God, just as I want to zoom in. It's so annoying. That's someone useless who I don't want to be anywhere near clicked on. Let's go on Rhapsody, except you're not in. Well, I was getting bugged and bounced around the map in terms of my camera. Breathe deep. It looks like they lost the little foothold they were trying to establish up here. Didn't really manage to take advantage of that. Trying to see if I can force this somehow. It really seems like it has something to do with people respawning. I need to try and lock down what's causing it so I can tell them and give them a bug report so they can fix it, so I don't have to deal with it anymore. Although it's probably, I'm willing to bet observer mode will be kind of low priority for now. But we'll see. That was interesting. Dread just kind of sat there and let himself die. Still no real concerted push coming from the attackers. I mean, they're pushing, but they're not really pushing. They're kind of in 2 or 3 man groups, where I would like to see 3 to 5 man groups. Although, you know, like I said, defense is not really playing their hardest either. They're kind of spread out all over the map, not coordinating. So we have a lot of little tiny skirmishes going on all over the place. We have too many recons on both teams. Too many being more than one. And looks like offense is finally going to get something done in here, unless they just don't go for that hack. Unless Blizzy decides that, oh, hacking isn't important. Really, guys? Empty room? None of you were hacking that. There we go. P-Taxter knows what's up. And there's the hack. And it really doesn't look like defense has the coordination to actually push out an actual defense, which is what they have here now. They've actually managed to flood their whole team in, group up. So A is going to fall. They're going to move on to B. We'll see just how quickly they can push it. We'll see if A tries to kind of tighten up their defense a little. They're leaving, by spreading out a lot, they've left a lot of cracks in their defense for our attacking team to exploit. And there goes A, moving right on. I mean, I know on the one hand, if you tighten up your defense too much, people have all these flanking routes, but on the other hand, if you spread out too much, there's just plenty of holes for them to exploit. Or they can just bring half their team and crush the 2 guys you have spread out. Nobody uses the Sin Tower. There we go. Good job, Rhapsody. That Sin Tech point, for those of you who have no idea, will it'll just auto-acquire people for you for as long as it stays up. It's amazing, and not enough people activate it. No real push coming here yet. They're just kind of running around, rubbing one out, you know. Gotta take some time between pushes. Oh, man. Got that one, man. I just want to chill. I don't want it. Guys! I don't want to push right now. I don't want to push tonight. I just want to dance. See, now we have the attacking team. Just as they're like attacking and getting a hack off, I get sent all the way back to their... You know, it's not even someone spawning, because that dude's been AFK in their base the entire time. And if he was spawning, he would have spawned to the second spawn point. I have no idea what's causing this. Whatever. Sometimes it feels like, oh,